Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam. Activities.
What is recreation for the Krishna conscious person?
Recreation?
Yes.
Dancing. Come on, dance with us. Is it not recreation? And when you get tired, take prasadam. Do you want more recreation than this? What is your answer? Is it not recreation?
Yes, I'm thinking it's difficult for someone who comes from...
Why difficult? Dancing is difficult? Chant and dance?
It's easier for a devotee who lives in the temple.
As you can come, anyone can come, everyone is welcome. We don't charge anything for this dancing. You go to ball dance and so many other dances, you pay for it. But we don't charge. We simply, these students simply beg something because we have to maintain. We don't charge anything. So if you simply come and dance and for recreation, it is very nice. Everything is there in Krishna consciousness. We want music, there is music. We want dancing, there is dancing. You can bring nice musical instruments, you can join. We distribute nice palatable dishes. So, practically this is a system of recreation only. Yes. If you seriously think, you'll find this system, there is no labor at all, simply recreation. Susukham. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita in the 9th chapter. You'll find Susukham. Everything is pleasing and happy. Find out anything in our system that this is troublesome. Tell me practically, anyone, that this point is very troublesome. Just put your counter argument. Simply pleasing. It is simply recreation. That's all. You just point out, Swamiji, this point is not very recreation or not very unhappy person. Nothing. People want. That is their nature, just like the children. When they see that boys and girls are dancing, their children also dancing, automatically. This is spontaneous. This is life. And that is our real life in the spiritual world. There is no anxiety. Simple people are dancing and chanting and eating nicely, that's all. There is no factory. There is no labor. There is no technical institution. There is no need. These are all artificial. Anandamaya Abhyasat, the Vedanta says, every living entity, God is Anandamaya, full of bliss and pleasure, and we are part and parcel of God. We are also the same quality. Anandamaya Abhyasat. So, our whole process is to join the Supreme Anandama, Krishna, in his dance party. That will make us actually happy. Here we are trying to be happy by artificial means. And we are becoming frustrated. But if you actually be situated in Krishna consciousness, simply you revive your original position, joyful, simply joyful. Anandamaya Abhyasat, these are the Vedanta terms. Because our nature is Anandamaya. People are Everyone is trying to find out. In this La Cienega Avenue, there are so many restaurants, so many things, and so many signboards. What? They're advertising, come on, here is Ananda, here is pleasure. He is advertising here, we are also doing. Like that, here is Ananda. So everyone is searching after Ananda, pleasure. But there is different standard of pleasure. The same thing, somebody are trying to find out pleasure from the material point of view. Somebody is trying to find pleasure from speculation, philosophy, poetry or art. And somebody is trying to find out pleasure in the transcendental stage. Everyone is trying to find out pleasure. That is our business only. Why you are working so hard day and night? Because you know at night I shall mix with that girl, or I shall mix with my wife, or I shall enjoy. Everyone is accepting all kinds of trouble to find out that pleasure. Pleasure is the ultimate goal. But we do not know where is the pleasure. That is the illusion. Real pleasure is in the transcendental form with Krishna. You'll find Krishna always jolly. There are so many pictures you see. And if you join, you become jolly. That's all. Have you seen any picture Krishna is working with machine? A huge machine. Or have you seen any picture he is smoking? By nature, pleasure, you see. Pleasure. So you have to unfold yourself in that way, and you find pleasure. Simply full of pleasure, that's all. Anandamaya Vyasa, by nature, simply pleasure. Not by artificial means. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavita. In the Brahma Samhita you find Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavita Stavita Iva Nijarupa Taya Kalabhi Goloka Iva Nivasatya Khilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Pursam Tamahang Bhajami. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Rasa means the taste, the mellow. Just like we try to taste a sweet meat, a sweet candy, or anything. Why? Because there is a very nice taste. So everyone is trying to have some taste from everything. We want to enjoy sex life. There is some taste. So that is called adi, taste. So there are so many tastes. Yet in the Brahma Samhita, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. That taste, material taste, you may taste it, but it will be finished immediate. Immediate, finished. I say a few minutes. Suppose you have got very nice sweet meat. You taste it. You get, oh, it is very nice. Or take another. Or like, and another, no, I don't want. Finished. You see? So material taste is finishable. It is not unlimited. But real taste is unlimited. If you taste one, then you cannot forget. It will go on, increasing. Anandambudhi Baddhanam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that this taste is simply increasing. It is, although it is ocean like, great, still it is increasing. Here you have seen ocean, it is limited. Your Pacific Ocean is tossing, but it is not increasing. If it increases, then it is havoc. You see? But by nature's law, by God's order, it does not come beyond its limit. Within the limit it is. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that there is an ocean of bliss, ocean of taste, of transcendental bliss which is increasing. Anandamuri vardhanam pratipadam purnamita swadanam sarvatma savanam parang vijayati Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. You will get by this chanting Hare Krishna, your pleasure potency increasing more and more, more and more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.